This presentation is for Management 106 Global Food Systems Project 3. My name is Luke Watson and I'm going to be informing you about the effects of the dairy payout for New Zealand. There are so many negative effects of this current low payout for New Zealanders, many that none of us would have thought would occur because one industry of our country is currently at a low. This is a scary concept for New Zealand as we have realised just how significant the dairy industry is for our economy. During this low payout, New Zealand's economy suffers a massive blow. Even though it is extremely bad for our economy, we can look at how to prevent something like this happening in the future. The flow-on effects of this tough time for farmers is by far the most depressing part for New Zealand. There are so many effects, not only for farmers or dairy companies, but for everyone living in New Zealand. I've chosen this topic to present today because of how close to home this problem is and how bad it is for our economy. Also, because I'm from Southland, most of my friends come from dairy farms and are finding this current financial year very tough. Our gross domestic product, which is a measure of growth, is currently taking a big hit because of this season's dairy payout. In the 2013 to 2014 milking season, the dairy payout was at a massive high of $8.50 per kilogram of milk solids. Things went downhill fast from here, and the payout this season has dropped to $3.85 per kilogram of milk solids. That's a huge decrease in profits for farmers. It is estimated that the average dairy farmer in New Zealand, the payout needs to be at roughly $5.30 per milk solids for the farmer to break even for the year. This indicates that all farmers are making subnormal profits and working at a loss for the 2015 to 2016 season. In a seriously hard time for dairy farmers, we can look back on why this happened and what we can do to prevent it happening in the future. China is Fonterra's major consumer of milk, so when their demand decreased significantly due to stockpiling, the payout hit the current low. Fonterra and other dairy companies need to expand their operations and start supplying other big countries, so there's always going to be a strong demand for their product. When the payout was at the high of $8.50, Fonterra should have had a scheme in place where they saved some of their money and paid less to farmers. Then, when the payout hits the massive low like it has at the moment, the co-op could pay back the money they saved. This would keep the payout at an even level for farmers. Dairy farmers make up a big percentage of farmers in New Zealand, with around 11,400 dairy cows in New Zealand, with a total number of cows being roughly 4.6 million. With all these farmers making a loss this season, the loss to our economy is roughly at $42 million. In a country the size of New Zealand, that amount of money lost for our economy is mind-blowing. Another flow-on effect of the low payout is to do with the workers in the industry. With the farmers making negative profits, they are more likely to lay off workers and take up a lot more of the general farm work and milking for themselves. Again, this leads to less money in the economy and a higher unemployment rate. When converting a farm to dairy, the setup costs are extremely high. This means that a lot of dairy farmers are in very high debt. The farmers can manage the payments at the high level payout, but now with negative profits, farmers are struggling to make their repayments on their debt. This can lead to the bank selling off farms to get their money back that they lent out. To conclude, a low payout for whole milk powder in New Zealand is devastating for our economy and our farmers. For a long time, their profits have always been high, and farmers haven't had to budget, or if they have done it incorrectly. Now with this wake-up call, hopefully we can prevent this terrible season and hopefully keep our export receipts at a high level. And these are my sources cited. Thank you.